Hey YouTube fans, this is Captain Zeppelin with his PUBG adventures. Usually when I make these videos I'm pretty terrible and it's more funny than anything. Today I've got great news. I got a finished second and had a pretty decent game of looting and playing with my style. Didn't start off too well, which you're about to see. But it carried on and went pretty well actually after a little while. As you'll see here, as I'm heading down head first into an area that should have loot and literally had nothing. So anyways, I'll let you guys watch this and I'll chime in from time to time to the points that I think are pretty funny. Thanks for watching and subscribe. Alright, here I'm going to the last houses on this friggin' island that has decided that are going to give me a shotgun and a level 1 friggin' helmet. You know what, you just can't do anything with a level 1 helmet. I mean, yeah, sure, maybe it'll protect you from enemy farts, but that's about the size of it. So now, no bag, maybe a mask, who cares. At some point I take this off. Anyhow, there's just no staying on this island. I got to get off this island because it's just terrible. All right, heading off to off the island finally, avoiding the bridges because I couldn't find a car anyway, so it didn't really matter. We're going over to Primorsk, which is one of my favorite areas to loot. Oftentimes there's rarely anybody ever there, so that's pretty good. Yep, after taking a look at the map, we're noticing that the circle has moved its way over to that area. So that's kind of good for me, hopefully. So I got a big plan for this one, and I'm going to start looting as soon as I hit the ground. Okay, we're getting pretty lucky here. We're finding a few more things. Got a nice little level 2 backpack. I still don't have a vest though, so it makes me pretty useless in combat. And I'm still rocking that shotgun that's got, you know, the range of well, it's got no range. So we're gonna start looting. So I'm gonna stay on the outside for this attack, or sorry, for this looting. As usual, this area has some pretty good stuff. I think the first house was a bit of a bust. We did get a bag though in the hangar, so that's a good start. Let's see where this goes. Alright, this is about where things go to shit. Just can't seem to figure out how to remove things and pick things up. The buttons on the friggin' stupid joystick are terrible. So we're just going to spend about a good too long going back and forth from the SCAR to the M4 like an idiot. Thankfully nobody's in this whole city. They left the whole place just for me. You can tell right now I got 55 people left. A lot of people probably got busted in the transition, trying to make it out of wherever they were. So it's looking good now. I've got an M4 with some pretty good stuff. Still rocking that ridiculous level 1 helmet. Here I am going to try to figure out. Yeah, alright, so not too bad. Cannot continue moving on here. Alright, we'll keep looting. See where this goes. So this has been pretty successful. I've gotten a frying pan to so I don't get my ass shot off, and looks like I've picked up a level 2 vest, which is good. Oh, I've got well, it looks like I'm gonna have like 5 or 6 friggin' drinks. So instead of picking up the drink, I pick up the level 2. That's great. Somehow I ended up with a whole bunch of these friggin' stocks. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. I'll talk to my assistant about that. Yeah, fucking laugh it up over there, fuzzball. Yeah, so I'm going to keep moving through this town, and there's absolutely nobody here. So now my priority is to get as much ammo as I can, get as many meds and boosts as I can, and get rid of that goddamn level 1 helmet. All right, so as you can see now, the blue's starting to come through. This is near the end of my, I've decided that this is the end of, I can't be doing any more looting at this stage, so I'm stuck with this level 1. I'm going to get myself into the circle. So you can see the circle's shrinked up. It's getting around the quarry, so that's one of my worst nightmares is having to do any kind of battling in the quarry. Simply because it's kind of canalized around. There's only one real entrance, which of course later I'll figure out there isn't. There's actually more than one way to get in there. So yeah, so let's keep an eye on this and see how this goes. So far I've got no kills, but I also haven't made contact with anybody. So let's see where this goes to. All right, so I'm going to sneak up into the new circle, and if I start moving here, looking at my map, I'm going to get closer and closer. And I think, yeah, there's going to be keeping an eye on the left, keeping an eye on the right, keeping an eye on the left, the other left. There you go. Oh, for crying out loud! Here comes a motorcycle, and he slows down a little bit and realizes that he's outmatched by my incompetence. And he drives off. He's going to take a couple shots. Someone's taking a couple shots at him. Now I'm going to start moving. Now, as I start moving towards the quarry, because the circle's going to be moving well to the quarry now. Up on the right hand where there's a tree, you can see a dude. And of course, I can't see him because I'm obviously not wearing my glasses. I'm getting closer and closer. He decides to thump into me with a few suppressed shots. And with my Dwight Gooden type arm, I'm going to pull out a grenade. Yeah, and I'm going to, anytime now, someone's shooting at me, let's throw that grenade. I chuck that grenade, and I get up here, pump a couple rounds into a dead body. Well, I probably could have read the screen before pumping some rounds, give away my position, but I guess the grenade already did that. All right, so one thing I'm going to look for in this crate, can anybody guess? Well, I'll tell you right now, it's not there. It was a friggin' helmet. So the dude didn't have a friggin' helmet. Of course, I could have picked up his suppressor, but didn't do that because, I don't know what to tell you. I'm obviously not very sharp with this shit. So So now I'm going to get the rocks, and we're going to take some time here. Again, now I'm taking my time because I seem to be in a good position with my back protected and small arcs of fire, and I have to worry about. Okay, but we're going to take a close look at that map, and we're going to see that we're definitely going to be in the quarry, and this is going to suck. So let's move on and see where this goes. All right, so I found some good cover. I made it up to the side there. I found a little bit of good cover, and yeah. So this is about the spot where my stupid television threatens to go to sleep. So I have to stop, take cover, and fix my television. Yeah, right there. That's where I do that. Okay, so it's fixed now. So I'm going to start moving. Now I'm protected on the right-hand side by a drop-off, so no one's coming up that. There's only 10 people left, so the likelihood is they're more centered around on the edges of the circle. So I'm going to start moving in, moving in. I'm going to take advantage of this circle. Now the only places I have to worry about are the tree ahead of me, the crow's nest, and that rock. So on the other side of that rock there could be somebody, and maybe on the other side of that piece of wood. So I'm just going to hang out here, and I'm going to let the blue come in, because I know it's going to come in on my back. And once it's in, I'll be protected from my 6, so I'll be able to move forward. Now, thankfully, at this point in time, I've decided I'm going to pull out. I got my 4X on my M4. So here comes the blue. A little concerned about the blue, so I'll move forward a little bit. Look over it. The blue has stopped, and I'm still protected. So that's good. But the circle is not somewhere that... It's a little bit far away, so now I'm going to have to skirt the sides. So I'm relatively protected. I got a little bit of defilade ground here. But again, it's so low, I'm not going to be able to see either. So I'm going to move up. As I start to move up, I'm keeping an eye on this positions by that tree. There's nobody there. Nobody behind that rock on the other side of that rock. Now I'm hearing rounds and people are shooting all over the place. So I'm going to keep an eye on all of that. So I'm going to start to move here, and I'm going to see if I can find. I'm hearing some gunshots. I'm seeing some movement over by that truck that's looks like about 500 meters away, across from me. So I'm going to take a look at it. Now, I had a chance to shoot at the guy, but I decided not to. I don't want to give my position away because I still don't know who is on the far right. I'm seeing some flashes down at the bottom as well. So that very well may be the guy who dropped. So there's several people still left over. There's 6 of us right now. So I've kept good position. Now I'm not sure what's going on my right-hand side. Somebody starts, at one point here, somebody starts firing off. This guy's going to get pumped full of lead. There you go. Someone's firing off a suppressed large caliber weapon, probably an SKS. I'm not 100% sure. He's over my right. Unfortunately, I'm not paying attention to him because I'm a bonehead. And like most noobs, I am paying attention to what is most obvious. So I'm going to say some blocks. The circle's going to come in. I'm more or less protected a little bit, but not. So I have to pop out, and I'm going to come down. Now this is probably one of the maneuvers I should not have done, but I did it anyways. I'm now in a position. We're down to 3. So I'm now in a position I have not secured my right side. My right flank is definitely not secured. So this will turn into Well, I'll let it run out and see what you think. Here you go. Well, thanks for watching, folks. That's my AAR for this match, my best match so far, finishing second. Please subscribe and hit that little bell, and you can keep listening to my sexy voice.